we can now look into some OCR tools. So one of the OCR tools, which is which was developed a long back, and it is widely used for math content. So that is called Entity Reader. So Entity Reader.
Okay.
So if I open this, so I get an accessible layout where I can just put my files and I can insert the PDF file. So I'll just go with the math one. And now I can select. It has automatic. It was like already on the image PDF option, but I can select multiple options of the type of the input file. I need to define the input file here. So yeah, it's an image-based PDF. And now if I move ahead, I can select what is the level of mathematics inside the document. So here there are two levels: high school level math symbols and all math symbols. So I'll go with all math symbols because this book is for class 12. So I'll go with all math symbols. And for the output, for the time being, I'm selecting Microsoft Word so that we can work on and look at the document, and you will see where all it would the editing will be required. So let's begin with that. So I can just start the OCR. So it has been initialized. Now it's extracting the images. And it is automatically opened file for me. So now if you see, there are like several differences. If I just open the...
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Is it not for visual effect?
Repeat the question.
No, this tool is an accessible tool. You can definitely use it. It's
Because this screen reader is not.
No, I have not switched on my screen reader. I am using my system. So should I switch on the screen reader or during the, because it will be difficult to cover all the concepts with screen reader on. If you want, I can switch on the screen reader.
Okay. Okay. You may continue, sir. Without.
Okay.
As per your convenience.
So you can take notes of what tools we are. So I have discussed Microsoft Word for OCR. Now I am discussing Entity Reader. So INFTY. So I have also mailed to all of you whoever is registered. So there is a list of all the tools which we have discussed with the links to download them. So maybe you can refer to that email and download those tools from there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So we see it has taken the images out, but at some places I see it has removed the colors. It has removed all the headings, structures which were there. So let me just open the PDF file so that, So if you see this, the background in the image was like this. This is a portrait of Henry Poincare inside the image, and that portrait is colored basically with a color. The background is colored, and the image is in black and white. But if you see the output of the empty reader, what it is doing is it is basically converting the content into grayscale, and because of that we have lost all the colors when it was trying to take out the images. So there are some challenges in it, but it's good for some other things. Like if we see the equations, they are properly inside the math environment and they are well rendered. So if I open them with the screen reader, they will be accessible. for a person with disability. So, yeah, so any questions till now, like with the empty reader or the word processor? Okay. So what to do with this? So it has taken, so now we have an image in which like the title of the content is mentioned. So this we should remove it, right? So this part should come as a heading level 1, and it should be titled as chapter number 9, and it could be mentioned directly as a heading level 1. So I'll just do that. Alright. So I've tagged it as heading level 1. So still we see like no, that's correct. So now we can add our own styles and implement our own styles. I think this part was not covered in the previous session, so I will just include this one as well. So here I can choose like what is the font size I want to give. And I can add the colors and whatever like I want to give as a part of my, I can make it bold and italics. So this could be the style for my headings, right? So now if I just go to the headings, I choose the style, heading style, I right click on it and I just simply modify it. So I'll just update the heading 1 to match the selection. So now I selected the chapter 9 differential equations heading 1, and now I'm updating it to match the selection. So now all the heading levels will be of the same fonts or the same styles, like whatever styles were there, right? Like I clicked on like it should be bold, it should be italic, and now if the chapter 10 comes, we don't need to again mention the style. I can just use the heading 1 as the tag for the styles. Okay.
How to do it then? Bring all this.
Can you hit the mic there?
Can you? Is there extra mic? Who asked the question?
So I'm a person with visual impairment, and I would like to know that. So that you said that the heading level 1, if I am selected the particular style and font size type, the font face, then that would be applied for all the headings, right?
Yes, correct.
And how could we see with the help of keyboard? How could I access that? Because I am a person with visual impairment, being the person with visual impairment, I was not able to use mouse to apply for this option.
Okay, so let me just switch on the screen reader and I'll just show that.
Sample 1.3 tab A P E Q.
So basically I can go to the navigation menu. It's on the top. So there we have the styles option
Paragraph
that you must be
formatting.
aware of. So if I reach the styles,
Styles. Edit
So-
grouping 1 of 2. Grouping clear formatting. Normal heading 1 2 of 18.
so I can basically
Menu. Styles
go to the
menu.
heading, and then
Menu.
in the
Menu.
heading option, I will get like in the menu. If I go to like the heading level which I'm on, like heading 1, so I will reach there, I will select that heading 1, and then I'll go to the menu option.
Grouping 1 of 3. Update heading 1 to match selection P1 of 3.
So I can just update this. So once I put the formatting correct, I can just update it from here.
It's like a formatting painting.
Yes.
Copying the formatting for all the headings.
Yes, yes. So you can use the same formatting for all the headings. All the time you don't need to, do the bold part and other parts. So that is there. Okay.
Thank you.
Trade show exit chap. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So let's just move ahead. So we have one more tool that is called MathFix. Okay. So what I'm going to show is the MathFix snip first of all. Okay. So MathFix usage is to actually take a screenshot, and we can take out the content out of the screenshot, whatever the content is there, whether it is maths or it's tables or the other like simple text as well. It supports like some Indian languages as well, like Hindi and Tamil as well. So yeah. So I'll just show how to use MathFix on a basic level first. So MathFix is free for 50 snips per month. So InfiniReader is a paid tool which I have shown, but in InfiniReader we can directly upload the complete PDF. In MathFix we can take screenshots and put that. But they have also launched their web interface where you can upload the complete PDF and get the output. So, but that is basically on subscription model. That's around $50 per year. You can take that subscription. So I'll demo both of them. So I'll begin with. I'm sorry. So I'll begin with this equation. And I'll just take a screenshot of this, and we will see that we get the output. So I'll just go to the taskbar, I take the MathFix out, and I click on the first button. So for this I have not done the accessibility testing part, so I'm not sure whether this is like how accessible this interface is. But for InfiniReader I have done the accessibility testing, so that is like accessible, quite accessible to use. So if I take the screenshot, so we get the equation out. So we have it in MathML, we have it in LaTeX. So both of the options are available, and I can also I can also click on this button which is called Copy MS Word, and I can simply copy it and paste it anywhere I want. So if I go at the end of the document and just paste it, so yeah, so we get our equation here. So we can also write the equation by using Alt plus equal to key manually. So if the equation is small, like ax plus b is equal to 0, so you don't need to go to MathFix, do the OCR part and come back. So you can just use Alt equal to, the math environment will open, and you can just do a so now this is a math equation which is easily entered inside. So one more thing, don't put like math equations with simple, word, like you can just don't type them in word processor directly. Use the alt equal to option and enable the math environment and then insert the equation. Show MathPix online tool. So like empty is an offline tool and you can do n number of pages in that, right? You can, but there's a limitation. At once you can only put 100 pages, but you can do that multiple times. And but what I've seen using empty reader is that it requires a lot of processing power, and if you are using i3 or an i5's computer, you might face some problems. It might get hanged, and there might be some issues coming up. So to avoid that, if you are on a smaller computer like an i3 processor, then in that case you can use the online tool for the MathPix. So you can just go to snip.mathpix.com. So if you have the credentials, just log in into that or create your credentials. So once that is done, we can just simply upload a new file. So I have already done some files, but I'll try to upload a new file. So we have an option for uploading a file. So basically, if we see, I have multiple files. So these files are generated by empty reader. It has taken out all the content, and the output file for Word was in the XML format. And this file was opened by MS Word directly. So the output will be XML, but don't worry, you just open with MS Word. So that won't be a problem for empty reader. Okay, so I tried a math document. Let's try a chemical equations based file. Okay. So as we see, we have some expressions of rate of reaction. Then we have some chemical equations. Then there is a table as well inside this document. And again, we have some organic chemistry diagram. So there are multiple things in this document. So let us just try to upload it to an OCR, see what the output is and how we can improve that. So I'm using this MathPix again. So it's uploaded, now it's converting. So the time will basically depend on the number of pages, like how early you will get. So, but it generally takes maybe 5 to 10 seconds per page just to get the output.
So on the original file, can you show on screen reader how it's reading from the without OCR?
Yeah.
In MathPix, searched desktop Windows ML source. Viewing Google Chrome Math. AV Reading, do, start, chemical equate, cancel button. Processing page 1 of 11. Progress bar 9%. Chemical equations.pdf Adobe graphic page 1 concentration of any one of the reactants or increase in concentration of any one of the graphic experiment 2.1.
So it went to something which is not visible to you, but it's in the later part of the document. So this reading order was also not properly done in this document.
Products with time. DADB. Rate of reaction equals minus equals. DT. Factors such as concentration, temperature, and catalyst affect the rate of a reaction. In this unit,
So it skipped the equation. If we see,
DT rate of reaction equals minus equals.
so after minus, we don't get anything, but then we get dt, which is not a correct explanation for this.
DT. Factors such as concentration, you will learn the technique of determining the rate of
Now
a
it went to
reaction
the
and
next
technique
line.
of studying the.
So this is how the PDF files have the issue in equation rendering. So let's try some other equation as well.
Experiment 2.1 Experiment
Try to
2.
read this one.
Factors such as you will effect of aim to study between theory sodium which makes the solution translucent. NaSO AQ plus 2HCl
So-
AQ
so
3/4
it,
registered
it
2
read the
NaCl
subscripts.
AQ plus
Yes.
HO L plus
So
SO
in this,
G
Just reading
plus
everything
S
as alphabet.
S.
Abhishek, can I just ask you where you again this equation?
Which makes the solution translucent. The reaction occurs as follows. Sodium thiosulfate reacts with which NaSO AQ plus 2HCl AQ 3/4 registered 2 NaCl AQ plus HO
This is how the
L
content.
plus SO G plus S S.
Okay. So now the text part is done. Now what else is there? So we have a list. We have 5 items in that list. Correct? Yes or no? Yeah. So now one way is to screenshot all the 5 elements and have them separately in the list. Okay. So what I can do is I can just press enter and I will. So now what Microsoft does is like if we press on print screen, it opens the snipping tool directly. So I just click on print screen, I get the snipping tool now. Previously what used to happen is that the complete picture of the whole screen will be taken up. But now I can just simply do this and paste it here, press enter, again use print screen. Okay, so I got all the 5 images out of the main thing, and now I can delete this. Okay, and now I can just select all of them and create a list. So the list was with ABC, and it's done. Okay, so now this will read it like 5 different images, 5 different image descriptions. Okay, so it will be much easier. If there's a long description, then the student might get confused. But now, so I will just move ahead. So I hope the concept of image descriptions is pretty clear now. So let's move ahead. We have seen the complex examples as well, right? This is a remediated file, and it contains the same chemistry, which we had the chemistry example. It's the same file. So now we discussed about the ebook conversion, right? So how we can take this document and convert it into an EPUB file. So the mail which I've shared, it includes the EPUB tools as well. So there are 3 tools which are relevant in this. So one is Word to EPUB converter. So this tool will basically convert the Word file into an EPUB. So in the advanced mode, I can select the title of the book, who is the author, who is the publisher, and then I can select what to do with the table of contents, page numbers, what styles I will do. I can add my own style sheet. So in that style sheet, I can mention, what is the color of the font I want, and like it's like it's a CSS file in HTML if you are aware of. So I can input all the information. Then we can use how to we can see how to embed math, and we can also check if the heading levels are correct. So here, if the heading level is skipped, like from heading 1, I directly go to heading 3. So this option is available where I can check. Okay, it's all green, that means like it's working. But in case I went to heading level 4 or heading level 5 directly from heading level 2, it would have given me a red symbol. So there I can check if there are any accessibility issues in that sense.
How did you choose this option, Word to EPUB?
So we need to install Word to EPUB first. So there's a link provided in that. Once that is installed, the Word plugin will be added here. It's like Grammarly, how you use it, right? So you click on Word to EPUB, and then there are multiple modes. Here you can choose advanced mode and then add all the metadata, like what is the ISBN number, right? And once that is done, you can just click on OK, and the complete book will be converted. So as of now, this is a simple file, so that's why it just contains 2 pages. So there won't be like any book cover in this one, but otherwise the book cover would have come up. Now, if I want to open this file, I can just use this.
So can you tell me the relevance for why we are doing the EPUB conversion?
So,
instead of the Word file? Like if we are doing remediation.
So Word is an editing tool. So once you are out of editing, you want to publish the content, right? So for publishing, you would need to create an ebook.
No,
So
for our purpose, if we are giving to students, for instance.
yeah. So in that case, if you're giving a small a piece of text, in that case you can use. But if you're completing if you want to give a complete book as a remediated file, because that is also that is what mostly we guys are doing. So that's why we feel it is relevant to do that. So. Okay. So I'll just open another file. So this is a complete book. Here we can see that there is a complete table of contents which was created in MS Word with the help of headings, right? So now think of a classroom where a student would, the teacher will say, okay, go to page number 203 and start reading from there. Now, how would a VA person do that? So they won't be, using the hardcover book. So in that case, they can just come to the Thorium reader and go to this option at the bottom. Here they can select the print cover, the print page. Like for example, in the printed book, this chapter 7 is on some page, or like I will choose some other page. I can choose that page. I can go to that page and start reading from there. So I can also choose what text
Describe 2 ways to collect the data.
use. So there are multiple
The
options.
manager
I can switch
decides to give a
languages.
question.
So whatever I have talked about, it's irrespective of the languages. Most of the things do support multiple languages, even the OCR. And Word conversion supports, Word to EPUB converter supports most of the languages. So that part is already available. So this is irrespective of the language, the complete pipeline can be used. Okay, so sometimes what happens is like the EPUB file is created, but now we would want to basically edit some of the content within the EPUB. So there could be a case, maybe you might have skipped one heading level or something like that, and you might not want to create a separate the document, and you can just edit the EPUB. So for that purpose, you can just right click and open this with Sigil. Sigil is a EPUB editor basically. So it's finally the EPUB package contains everything from the Word, and it's in an XML format. Now this can be accessed from here, and if you want to change something within the EPUB file, you can use Sigil for that purpose. So it requires another workshop to explain how Sigil works, but maybe sometime later we can do. Moving forward, at IIT Delhi, we already are working on one more tool. So that is called RAVI. So RAVI is Reading Assistant for Visually Impaired. So this tool is an online tool where users can upload multiple PDFs online, and they will receive the output as an HTML file from the PDF, and they can edit that content there itself on the. So I'll show it on the example. So there is an online editor. You can edit the content there itself, remediate it, and then download it as an HTML or some other option.